Psychology, the scalper's mindset. Why psychology matters more than strategy. So, scalping equals fast, high pressure, high frequency decisions. Two traders can have the exact same mindset. One of them wins, one of them loses. The difference is their mindset. So that means, if I trade today, the breakout, you trade the same breakout, but you decide to close quicker than me. I wanted to hold longer because I just fancied more money that day. Mindset. It all comes down to the mindset, all right? Psychology. 80% of scalping success. Now, I believe that's 80% of any trading success is psychology. 20% is the strategy. So literally, I believe the strategy is 20%, maybe less. Even 90% is psychology. Without the psychology, you ain't going to last in the game, all right? You need psychology. So take this shit seriously. Many scalpers blow accounts not because they don't know entries, but because they can't handle the speed and the emotions. So they literally just don't know when to get in. They get FOMO, they get scared of hitting the button, or they get in too late and then they don't know how to close. The emotions take over. They get this feeling, these sweaty hands. It's all psychology. It's all emotions. It's normal. You need to get through that shit though, because that's what's holding you back. The scalper's mindset. Scalping isn't just about charts. It's about mastering yourself, the market. Scalping isn't just about charts. It's about mastering yourself. The markets will test your patience, your discipline, and your emotions. Only the strong will survive. And that doesn't just go for scalping. That goes for any traders. But scalpers, this shit goes like extra for us. So every click of that buy or sell button isn't just a trade, it's a test of your mindset. You don't need to control the market, you need to control yourself, all right? So you need to understand that you cannot control the market. All you can control is your entries and your exits and when to move to break even, secure some profit, take some money off the table, but you can't control where the markets are going. Neither can I. All we can do is react to them, okay? So let's move on. Probability over prediction. Think like a casino. Edge plays out over many trades. Now, when I say think like a casino, I don't mean just blindly shoot for black or red, okay? I mean, think of it long term. Like, how many times could you chuck a dollar in the bandit machine or whatever you call them over there, the slots? 100 times, 200 times. All right, lose that 200. And then when you win big, you win big. It's the same kind of thing with scalping, except we're not trying to lose 200 trades in a row. I mean more like maybe 2, 3, 4 even. And, if we're using the right, correct risk management, when we win and we trail our stop loss and we secure the profits, etc., we hit big ones, we let them run, you know what I mean? It's going to be okay. The long run is going to be okay. That's why last week I had a terrible week. I lost quite a few trades, but still ended the week 2K in profit. Do you know what I mean? It's a mindset. If I kept going and trading, I don't know how it would have went, and I probably, could have ended up in super profits, or I could have ended up really low. But the fact is that I wouldn't even let myself find that out. I stop when I need to, right? Detach from the outcome. So wins/losses doesn't matter. Consistency does. So when I come to the charts, I don't even think about if I'm going to win or lose. I just think about what my plan is, step by step. Get in, get out. I cannot control whether I win or lose. The only way I can control if I win is if I'm in profits and I close. But otherwise, fuck the outcome, forget it. It doesn't matter, but the consistency of your trading and your trading plan and your trading style does, okay? Accept small losses as the cost of business, all right? Nothing more to say on that. Every time you lose, just think of it as like paying for a lesson, all right? Try and take something from that loss. If there was nothing to take from the loss and you stuck to your plan and you did everything by the book, move on. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't let the emotions get you. FOMO and impulse control. So FOMO is the number one scalper killer. Triggers. Seeing a candle already move without you, fear of being left behind. So how many times have you set up your breakouts, your support, your resistance, your setup is like looking A+. You think as soon as that line gets stepped over, I'm getting in. And it gets stepped over. Maybe you get a pre-break before the market actually starts, before the stock market opens. It pre-breaks your entry and you're like, what do I do? And then you get in late and then it pulls back and it wicks on you and you're fucked. So you should have just got in early. Do you know what I mean? Stop FOMOing. Stop being scared of missing out. If the mover's left without you, either get off the charts or wait for another setup. Simple. But don't get in if you get that gut feeling like, I've just missed my entry. You've just missed your entry. Your body's telling you, don't get in. Leave that trade alone, okay? So the fix, well, I just said the fix actually. I didn't even need to read the fix. But yeah, get in early, manage the trade early. All right, win or lose, doesn't matter. Next, discipline and trade selection. Scalpers overtrade because they want action. All right, so that's true. I mean, that's why I'm a scalper anyway in the first place, because I've done swing trading, day trading. I still day trade on the side a bit, but scalping's my thing because I'd rather win in 30 seconds or lose in 30 seconds. It doesn't matter. I'd just rather win or lose quickly. I hate having to wait days just to lose or hit break even. Doesn't make sense. I'd rather win or lose quickly. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is where you'll find out if you're a scalper or not. So the best scalpers think of themselves as snipers, not machine gunners, right? I heard this saying somewhere before and I've ran with it ever since. So I see myself as a sniper. Pre-New York Open or London, whatever I'm trading, I'm looking, I'm marking up my support, my resistance, I'm marking up my breakout line. All I'm doing is waiting to see some volume kick in, the candle twitch a little bit, pop, step over my line, and I'm in. Bam! Shoot like a sniper. I'm not like in, oh, it's pulling back, I've closed, I'm back in, oh, I've closed, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out 10 times in a one session in 10 minutes, like machine gunner. We're not machine gunners, we're precision sniper shooters, right? So remember that, we're snipers, we're not machine gunners. We literally eye up the target and go for it. And if we miss, we miss. What does a sniper do? Breathe in, breathe out, look again, take the next shot. And if I fuck up this 2 shots, the guy I was trying to, well, actually I can't say that. I don't know if this is going to be on YouTube, but the trade I was trying to, pop was, is gone now. It knows. Like after the first time it was like, huh? Second shot, it knows something's up, it's gone, leave it alone. Yeah, you take your 1 shot, you take your 2 shots, you fuck them up, you're done. And is there a breakout / consolidate? Oh, all right, so yeah, I just went over that. Basically just didn't even need to read that shit. But yeah, basically you need to see your setup. So whether that's a breakout continuation, a reversal, or a consolidation, you need to see your setup. Is there volume? Are you correct? Are you trading the correct session? And have you figured out your stop loss? Have you figured out your stop loss or your risk or what you're willing to lose before you even press buy or sell or pull that trigger, right? Have you figured that out? Because I know every single time I trade NASDAQ or US30, I'm going in with 20 units. I double tap sometimes if I'm confident and I think, yeah, this trade looks good. Double tap and control that shit. If I see it go to like 500 in the reds, I'm like, right, I'm thinking about closing. If I see it go to 1,000, I'm closing. That's my risk management. That's how I do it. A lot of people use solid stop losses. You need to figure that out for yourself. Risk management psychology. So fear of losing. People cut their winners too early. All right. So how many times have you got into a trade, it's pulled back a little bit, you've over leveraged, you used too much and you're like, oh shit. And you close the trade and it goes directly straight to the place that you thought it was going to go. All of us have done it. I've done it today. I literally went in heavy on US30, couldn't handle the drawdown, so I had to close. Boom, straight to take profit. I'm telling you, it was quite devastating. But it is what it is. I walked away. I pretty much knew. Well, I can't say I know because you know nothing in trading, but I pretty much, if you had to ask me a percentage, I'd say 80% certain, 80% confident that the trade was going to go where it went, and it went there. Boom. Did exactly what I thought it was going to do. But I went in too heavy, right? So I cut my winner too early, and it wasn't even a winner. I was in drawdown, so I had to cut it. But a lot of people, they cut their winners too early, so they see themselves, $50, $60 up when their target should be 250 because they're risking like 100. So you want to be like getting 200, 250, maybe 3, like a 1 to 3, make it make sense. People see themselves in 50, 60 and they just close the trade. But then they let the losers run. So then you get the hope of winning and you hold losers too long. So that's when you get in and you do the total opposite of what we just spoke about. It goes straight into the drawdown, but you think, nah, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. It's going to go into the greens. I'm going to be okay. You might even add to a loser. Never do that. Don't give a shit what Nick Sean says, right? Fuck that guy. But don't let your losers run or add to losers, okay? You just don't do it. And sorry, Nick, I shouldn't have called you out then. That was wrong of me. But What the fuck? Add into losers? No. Especially when you're a scalper and you're aggressive. Golden rule. Always risk a percent you're emotionally comfortable with losing. So, that means you can go to bed. You can sleep. You can come to the charts. No sweaty hands. No sick feeling in your stomach. Because if you lose, it does nothing to your account. It's like, oh, cool. Whatever. I got $1,000 account. I've just lost $10. My goal was to make 30. Whatever. I can sleep. So, all right, I've already done an example. Don't need to say the example, but yeah. You can tell I wrote this shit, see? You can tell I wrote this shit because I know the shit that I'm saying. So, handling losing streaks and drawdowns. Every scalper will hit losing streaks. Every trader will hit losing streaks, no matter about scalpers. But scalpers, we hit losing streaks like a lot. So, like my rule is I trade twice per session. So I'll take 2 trade setups per session. If I lose those both trade setups, I'm calling it a day. I'm walking away from the charts. Like I just explained, today it happened to me. I took a buy on NAS, I lost. I took a buy on US30 and I lost, and it went exactly where I thought it was going to go, but I had to pull out because I was managing my risk, because it could have just as easily went against me instead of winning. So I just managed my risk and I had to watch it win. I had to just watch it and be like, cool. Well, I didn't have to watch it. I could have just walked away from the charts. But I sat there with everybody on the live and I said, let's watch this hit TP, just because I wanted to verify that I was correct, right? Ego tripping. But no, every scalper hit losing streaks. Every trader hits losing streaks. You just gotta know that revenge trading, doubling your size to win it back, over trading, all of that shit's gonna kill you as a scalper, right? So yeah, especially as a scalper. After 2 losses in a row, stop trading, review the setups and walk away. When I say review the setups, I don't mean journaling it all and like holding on to it emotionally. I mean just like look at it and think, did I do everything step by step? Did I stick to my plan? Did I stick to my rules? If the answer is yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine that you stuck to the job, right? Only thing that happened was you lost the trade. Cost of business, right? Cost of business. Building emotional resilience. Scalping is like sprinting. You need energy and focus. Now, listen to this. Sometimes I come to the charts in the morning, bit sluggy, little bit, and some of those are my worst days. Some of them are my best days, but it's because I got the experience behind me. I've been training for 4 years. I've been scalping for like a year. So I kind of I'm so used to what I do now that I don't need to think about how my setup's going to look or how it's going to play. I just get in. But realistically, you do need energy and focus. So sleep matters. For mental clarity, you need to sleep. You need to get your good night's kip. Even if it's only 6 hours, like at least try and get that. Sometimes I get like 3 hours, 4 hours sleep because I'm super busy. And is a killer. But yeah. Sleep is key. Caffeine. So this is one thing, right? You either see me on a caffeine binge or you see me on a caffeine detox, all right? There's balance. So too much caffeine will make you jittery. Do too much, feel emotional when you actually ain't emotional. It's just anxiety from the coffee. So, figure that shit out. Some people are different, but most people in the morning like to get up and have a coffee, right? Some people get up and drink a fucking Red Bull before even brushing their teeth. It's like, get away from me, all right? So wake up, brush your fucking teeth, okay? Oh no, I don't care. Drink some caffeine, but if you do and you feel jittery and that, then, try and control that shit. Sometimes I give myself a caffeine break for at least a week. Then I come back, have a few matchas. You know what I mean? It depends, but balance that shit. Don't be coming to the charts every morning, shaking and off your nut from coffee. Environment, calm, distraction-free workspace. This is true. So, a little story. I've got my own office now, right? I'm living with my chick. All right, we got a house together. It's nice. Sometimes it's a bit crazy, but that's just relationships for you. They all are, right? But I cannot live anywhere else, like, around friends or my mum, or places where it's loud and people are like, I just can't do it. And it's like that in here sometimes, but at least I can close my door, lock myself away. So get yourself a little personal space, somewhere you can think clearly, learn, study, trade. Because imagine trying to trade in a train station without headphones and waiting for your train. And you need to keep looking at the clock. Distractions. How are you going to be on your laptop and trying to look at the clock and trying not to miss your train and looking around? And you need a chill place, all right? So I'm not into all that Zen meditation shit, but I do have some incense burners, some incense sticks. I like to burn those. Sometimes I like to get in my zone, relax, but I'm not one of them guys who's like meditating. But I do breathe after taking a loss. I breathe like this, motherfucker. But guess what? I still took a breath and I thought about my move. I didn't just like, I'll get in again. But no, relax, chill. All right, close in, becoming a professional scalper. So a professional scalper, that's funny. I see myself as a professional scalper now because, to be honest with you, this be real. I end my months profitable now. All right, so maybe 1 week I might end break even or like even a little bit down. Rare though, that's rare. I'll be honest with you. I genuinely do end most of my weeks profitable, right? So scalpers fail when they treat trading like gambling. Follow rules, risk small, think long term, stay calm under pressure. Now the risk small part, it goes back to yesterday's class, risk management. It depends if you're a risky trader. I believe I'm a risky trader. If I got 30k personal money in my personal account, I'm risking like 2k sometimes. Like sometimes I lose 2k in a trade. But I'm totally confident that I can sit there, analyze a chart, and if I have to day trade and hold that trade for 10k, I can. So I'm really confident. I'm not emotional. I'm not scared to lose that money, if that makes sense. I actually put God before I put money, and that's the truth. I might not come across like that because I swear a lot and stuff. That is like one of my biggest downfalls, my filthy mouth. But you know what? I don't worship the bag. That's something I don't worship. I worship God. And I'm not telling you to go and pray now and worship God. Maybe you should. Well, you definitely should, but that ain't the point. This is not about religion. I keep religion out of trading, okay? Keep them separate. But my point is, I don't worship money. I don't beg for it. I don't like, oh, I need this money. If I lose that 30k, I'm not going to die. I'm like, hopefully anyway, I'm going to breathe. I still got air. I still got family. There's bigger things in life than money, all right? So I get that now, but at the same time, I'm not trying to lose 30k. If I went on a 6-day losing streak of losing 2 grand, that's 6k down, and I'm like, left with 24 bags, I'll seriously think about how I'm going to turn 1,000 to 6 or 7 to get it back. And I'll do that strategically. But I don't let myself lose that much. Do you know what I mean? I just don't do it. Like, I really limit myself to 1,000 per trade. So try to anyway. If it goes over 1,000, that's either because I was sloppy that day or I just couldn't control it in time because I don't use a stop loss. But anyway, follow rules, risk small, think long term, stay calm under pressure. Win/losses doesn't matter. Following process does. Discipline is your edge. That's true. So brain is the real trading platform. Protect it. What do I mean? So your brain versus trading view. Trading view is some way that you mark charts, look at price and think, right, how am I going to profit from getting in by pressing buy or sell? But your brain, you know, like, it doesn't matter how many times you press buy or sell on TradingView. It doesn't affect TradingView. TradingView doesn't care. TradingView got no emotions, is a computer. Your brain is real. So, you know, this is where I'll get serious. Some people, they get so deep in their feelings. They want to unalive themselves, right? And I'm taking this shit seriously. Honestly, it's not worth it, all right? Like, if you feel emotional, if you feel sad, if you feel drained, if you feel angry, you want to pick up your monitor and just smash your head through it, because I've been there. Get off them charts. Like, just go and play a game. Go exercise. Go chill with your missus. Go do whatever you want to do. All right? It doesn't matter. Go chill with your boyfriend. Go swimming. I don't care. Just get away from the computer. Remove yourself from being able to push a button. All right? Protect your brain. Protect your emotions. Treat your brain like a delicate flower. And if you don't water it and look after it, it will die on you. So I know that's dark and deep. I didn't mean to get that deep, but next. Oh, blank. Okay. So this is where I'm just going to cut the slides and give you some real deep psychology chat. All right, let's go. So that's the slides done, but now I just want to get some stuff off of my chest. You know I'm good at talking, so let's get comfy and let's talk about it, right? Scalping isn't just about charts. It's about mastering yourself. The market will test your patience. It tests your emotions. And only the strong survive. So, you know, take this stuff in. Every click of that buy or sell button isn't just an entry for a trade, all right? It's a test of your emotions. It's a test of your discipline. It's a test, all right? You don't need to think about controlling the market because that's never, ever going to happen. All you need to do is control yourself because you're the only person in control of you. No one else is in control of you, my friend, okay? Nobody else can pull your strings like a little puppet unless you're whipped, all right? No, seriously, only you can control yourself. So take this shit in. Discipline and patience. Scalpers are going to fail. Not just scalpers, day traders, swing traders, any traders. Without discipline, you're going to fail. A scalper without rules is basically just a gambler, like I said, a machine gunner. But a disciplined scalper, the snipers, are the professionals, right? And that's what you're trying to become, a professional. You're not trying to be all over the place, in and out of trades. Every single time you see red, I got to close. Every single time you see a bit of green, I got to close. No, you're lining up the target, you're eyeing it up, you see your target, you pull the trigger, you let the bullet fly and hit the TP, okay? Snipers, not machine gunners. Losses and mindset. So don't think about a loss as a failure, all right? Think about it as a tuition. Think about it as paying for a lesson, paying for a class. Like, I just lost $50 today. No, I didn't. I just paid $50 to learn, to build emotion, to build discipline, to build courage and fearlessness. You're right. You're building a warrior inside yourself. I don't care if you're a woman, a man, a fridge, whatever you are. You're building yourself into something strong, because this game ain't for the weak people. I'm telling you now. If you want to be, like I said, right, your brain needs to be treated like a little pretty flower in a rose, but you yourself need to become a beast. All right, you need to, because think, like, as soon as you put that money in a broker or a prop firm or anything, it's gone. It's not yours no more. Only time it becomes yours is when it hits your bank account again. And even then it ain't yours, because it's your banks. It's in your banks. It ain't even with you. Money's all digital and electrical. All you're trying to do is take numbers from one screen and put them on another screen. And the screen you're trying to put them on is your bank account screen, or somewhere like a crypto wallet or some shit, right? You're trying to take money from someone and take it to yourself. That's all you're trying to do. Consistently. All right, you got to be a beast for that. You can't be fragile. All right, so take this in. So us being scalpers, we're gonna get it brutal sometimes. We're gonna take the most hits, but those hits ain't gonna define you. Your responses are the things that's gonna refine you, right, and define you and make you who you are. Is the way you respond to those hits. Is the way that you take the punishment. All right, you gotta be disciplined. I'm telling you. Trading can be a twisted game on the mind. So losing's fine, but how many times are you going to lose? How many times are you going to lay yourself below an account? How many times are you going to do that to yourself? Hopefully not a lot, because only you can help you, okay? Only you can control this, remember. So protecting your capital is winning, yeah? Surviving in this game is staying in the game. And you can't stay in the game when you've got no money left and you've blown the account, right? So protecting your capital is literally the only way you're going to survive. And that comes with discipline. So if you show up every single day to the charts with discipline and take a loss 7 days in a row, you still won. You still won. You are still winning. You don't know it, but you are. If you're using the right risk management and you're walking away from the charts and you're staying disciplined, but you showed up and you did everything by the book, everything by your rules, and you lost, you still won. All right, take that in. If I show up tomorrow and I lose the New York and the London session, and then I do it the next day and the same shit happens to me again, I know I still won deep down in my heart, because I stuck to the exact game plan, didn't go against myself. I won. So yeah, it feels good to be a winner even when I'm losing. So FOMO and overtrading. Let's talk about FOMO, the fear of missing out. All right. For some reason, as a beginner, I'm talking about myself now, but this might relate to you. It probably does. You think you're missing out on something. Like you think missing one trade on NASDAQ and you see it go up 100 pips means something. It means nothing. FOMO is an illusion. FOMO is literally something you make up in your own brain. It's like, I even thought at the beginning of my trading journey, if I didn't start winning, if I didn't win enough, or like win fast enough or get profitable before like 2025, 2026, 2027, every year or whatever, I think like, oh no, AI is going to take over. I'm not going to be a good, like there in time. I'm going to miss out on the niche. Like I used to think some dumb shit like at the beginning, and I used to think I was missing out on stuff. Like, I need to get it now. I need to get it quick. And that's what held me back, rushing, over trading, trying to get somewhere fast. You know, if you run, you're more likely to fall over and trip on your face. But if you walk and you watch where you're going and you take everything in and you watch your step, you're going to get to your destination safely. And that's all you're trying to do in this trading game, is get to a destination safely. That destination for you could be a millionaire. Destination for me, 100k. You know what I mean? Like 100k a year, I'm good. I don't even care about a milli. And that's why I'll probably get to a milli, because I'm not trying to run to the milli. I'm trying to take my time, you know, set myself up for 5 grand a month, then 10 grand a month, then it goes on and on and on. Do you know what I mean? And then eventually you're making 2k a day, and it's like, whoa, did that come out of nowhere? Because it feels like it did, but no, it didn't. It came out of all the years you've put in, and the graft and the hard work. That's where it came from. The discipline. Overtrading is like the fast lane to blowing up the account, right? So if you want to get in a prop firm, or, you know, put some money in a personal account and overtrade, which I mean like take more than 2 trades per day or session, you're going to blow your account probably. You might get lucky, gamble your way up and get yourself a nice couple of thousand or whatever, and get that adrenaline rush, that feeling, that high, that, oh my gosh, this is the one, I'm going to be rich, because we've all been there too. And then boop, we hit rock bottom and we got nothing in the account, and it's depressing. And I can't tell you how many times I've been there personally. And I've blown an account, or, you know, I've got that high, the trader's rush, the winning streaks. It used to mean something to me, but now it's like, I got a job to do. I don't care. It doesn't matter. As long as I stick to my strategy and my plan and my rules, every month I'm coming out profitable. That's all I care about. So when I lose and I walk away from the charts and I go and do other things, tomorrow I come back, I reset, I restart, I refocus, take them in, reset, restart, refocus, and I come back and I do the same shit every day. Okay? That's all it is to it. So a lot of us scalpers, we fail because we chase the markets when, like, professional traders, they wait. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say you don't trade the New York stock market open and the 930 open when it's crazy and volatile. You trade continuation patterns, you know, trends. If you're a pro, and what I mean by pro is someone who takes his job seriously and acts like a professional, you can be a pro. You don't need to be working in a Wall Street office. You don't need to be working on a trading floor in London. You can be in your bedroom or your office like me in my house. And as long as you take the trade seriously, you're a professional now. You're a pro. As long as you're making money and this is your bread and butter, this is your full-time thing, you're a pro. So, you know, becoming a pro is actually not something that's that hard. You just need to be disciplined and treat trading like a business. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not trying to blow up my business and lose all my money. I'm trying to live from it. And if anything, I live from it a bit too much. I take money a little bit too much. I need to save up a bit more. But that's one of my own personal issues that I need to deal with. But right now, I'm making money. I'm taking money from the markets every week, at least every month, definitely. And I'm good. Saving, you know, that's another big thing I probably didn't talk enough about, but saving capital, always save your money, you know, put shit to the side, be like think about why grandma and grandpa, you know, saved their money. Why do you think that people put money in a shoebox up in a cupboard? Like, it's always been a thing. People with safes full of gold and diamonds. Yeah, you need currency or something worth of value in this world to survive. So that's what we're trying to do. All right, so saving, key. That's a message to myself. So let's talk a little bit about risk and control. Your edge, okay, your trading plan, your trading strategy isn't just a strategy. It's your ability to stay calm under pressure. So what does that mean? That means that when you come to the charts, you don't have sweaty palms, you don't have a belly flipping and butterflies going, because that could be excitement or anxiety or worry. None of those things matter. You need to get that shit under control, right? That's the real edge. Like, that's the edge that you're trying to get. Like, I'll be the one to tell you right now, it's not easy. It's quite hard, but it's easier than you think. Right now, you think it's impossible. Especially if you're an unprofitable trader and you're always losing, because your mindset when you come to the charts is already a losing mindset. Do you think Mike Tyson used to walk in the ring and think to himself, I'm going to lose this fight. I'm going to lose this fight. I'm going to, you know, I hope I win this fight, but I might win this fight, but I'm probably going to lose. No, Mike Tyson used to walk, before he even walked in the ring, he used to look you in the eyes before he got to that ring and think, I'm going to chew your face off. I'm going to chew your ear off. I'm going to spit. I'm going to give you the beat down. That's how you got to think about these markets. I'm going to come to these markets. I'm going to beat you down, or you're going to beat me down. All right? It's me versus you. It's me versus me in a way. Because, like, realistically, the markets ain't against me. All right, the markets don't even know who I am. That's just a psychological thing. But I want to come to the markets like Mike. I want to come to the markets like, I'm going to come in there today, make up my setup, I'm going to bob and weave out of that fake out, and then I'm going to strike and take that money. But realistically, the market could knock me out cold if I let it. But I wouldn't let the market knock me out cold. You know why? Because letting the market knock me out cold, technically, or take me out the game, would be blowing my account. And am I going to let that happen? No, I'm not going to let that happen, because I'm going to close the trade. All right, and that is me bobbing and weaving. That's me getting out the way, closing my trades, managing my risk. All right, so come to the charts, fearless. Come to the charts with no emotions. The only way that you got emotions and sweaty palms and shit like that is because you're over leveraging. You're trying to get to the target too quick. You're chasing the markets, bro, or sis. Chill out. Do you know what I mean? Chill out. Literally, genuinely, relax. The quicker you try and get there, the quicker they're going to run from you. Take your time. And I'm going to keep repeating myself. I'm going to make this shit sink in. You need to be able to risk what lets you sleep at night. And I know I've already said that, but you do. You need to be able to sleep at night. I remember when I first started trading, I used to stay awake at night going, damn, I can't believe I put my only £50 in a broker. Watched a fucking trading tutorial on YouTube. Thought, this is the one. I'm going to make some big dough now. And then blow it and be in my bed like this all night. Oh man, how am I going to tell my missus I've just blown our last 50 quid? Can't even buy nothing now. Like, can't even, do shit. Can't even get a takeaway on the weekend. It sucks. So risk what you are genuinely willing to lose. And if you ain't got money to lose, you shouldn't be trading right now. You should be getting the money that you can lose. So get a job, or, whatever it is that you do. Save some money. Maybe you've been left a big chunk of dough by a family member. God bless them, right? I don't know. But whatever it is, you need capital. Now, I'm not saying put all your money into a trading account and try and make it and get rich. I'm saying learn a strategy. Demo it if you have to. But to be honest with you, demo accounts, in my opinion, are not the same as trading with real money. So even with a small account, you're going to get a real feel for losing money. I would rather do that than a demo account. But just get a strategy that works, all right? Consistently, with a little bit of money first, test it out, and slowly grow. So I'm only going to say this one last thing now, because I know I've been rambling and going on, and there's not really a lot more that I can say really to help you. The biggest exercise for me, which actually works, is taking that breath and thinking about life and saying, it isn't that deep, all right? Because I didn't let it be that deep. I didn't put my whole life savings in an account and blow it. I'm putting in things that I know that I can lose. When I did the 50 to 1,000 challenge, I was totally fine with losing the 50. That's why I allowed myself to grow it to 1,000. Because if I wasn't okay with that and I ended up making 100 or 200, I would have thought, damn, I've made 200 quid. I'm taking it. But that wasn't the point, because I don't want to sound cocky, but 50 means nothing to me now. So, just really, really take this stuff in, watch this back, listen to it. It's all about you now. Like, I've taught you how to trade. I've taught you how to trade breakouts, reversals, range breakouts. All of this stuff is genuinely enough. You don't even need none of that, to be honest. Just a trending market, put a line, enter on it, stop loss. You're going to win or you're going to lose. But it's about how many times you do that. Like, do you do that once per day? You know what I mean? Do you do that once or twice per week? Depends what kind of trader you want to be. Are you an aggressive one? Are you conservative? Figure that out for yourself. Don't expect someone to hold your hand on this trading journey. All right? None of us deserve that treatment. Okay? And even if we do deserve that treatment, we ain't going to get it. So nobody held my hand and walked me through this rough ride that I've gone through, right? It was all me. I done this. So yeah, a lot of people taught me things, and I'll give them their props. I've learned from a lot of great mentors, all right? But at the end of the day, it's me who made me the trader I am. So it's time for you to make you the trader that you are. I believe in you, believe in yourself, and good luck, okay? And remember, anyone can learn a strategy, but only a few people can master their mindset. And that's what you need to do. Master your mindset. Stop being scared. Figure out why you're scared. Are you scared because you can't afford to lose money? Or are you just scared because the strategy is too intense for you and you need something else more slow? You will figure these things out. Trading's going to be fun. At some point, trading's going to be boring. Genuinely, I can't wait to get off the charts most of the time. I have no time, especially with teaching now. I just want to go watch some TV. I just want to eat some food. I just want to do normal things. But I know there's a bigger picture for me, and I'm going for that. But I'm not running to that. I'm walking steadily to that, okay? And I'm learning. And I don't even know if I'll be trading the same strategy in a year from now. But if it stays working for me, then I will. But if it doesn't, then I'll switch up. It depends. My mind might change as I grow. I don't know. But this is the point I'm trying to make to you. Trading's personal, and it ain't that deep. It's not that deep. Relax, reset, restart, refocus. Bless up. It's been a pleasure.